welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Frank. I'm your host here. American Eagle Rises Tuesday. How you guys all doing, right? Yeah, I just got home from work. Man, it's cold here in Michigan. Thought I'd get my video out, so I haven't even changed. I still got my my coat on. How you guys? It's my old Harley Davidson jacket, so yeah, you know, we got our black shirt, our normal attire, so you know, yeah, I kind of look like a badass. I'm a badass, right? Okay, right? Anyway, yeah, so I thought we'd come on here and make another video for you guys. What's going on today, right? Quick market update. Bear with me here. Yeah, not so much of a badass now with these glasses. Yeah, whatever. Looks like, let's see, we always start off with the 10-year Treasury. TNX is my ticker I used to look at. Yeah, it went up 1 basis point. Whoopee! Yeah, not too much movement there. And looks like the overall market, SPY, barely went down. Looks like the Dow Jones average barely went down. The Dow Jones average. So the only thing that really seemed to move is what we get all happy about is gold and silver. Woohoo! And along with that, a bunch of my miners. But so they're recovering a little bit here. I'm going to actually look on the actual gold curve. Here, we'll bring in my camera back because I like seeing if anything is going to miss awry. Yeah, so, yeah, no, technicals still look pretty good. The 50-day thing seems to be what we call some support levels. I mean, if I'm looking at it, man, every time it gets, you know, whenever it gets right there, it just bounces right off of it. And it bounces kind of pretty hard off of it. So, but it did make a new high, like a month back or so. And then we retested it, but didn't quite get there. So, I don't know. We'll see if we get up to that point. So right now, there is a local resistance. So we'll see how that goes. Silver chart is always looking like a heart attack. It's like, yeah. Looks like the 200-day moving average is we'll call it local support. It's still trending up, so it's slightly in the 50 days, kind of like dead. So we might not get a lot of movement here in silver. SLV. It's a placeholder. So with that, boom, we do have one news thing to come up. But here are the general news updates. All right, we gotta get this back on again. I'm taking it on and off. I don't like how I don't really like them. I mean, I don't like anything on my nose, but you know, hey, whatever. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, so, American News First. No, not that one. Where'd it go? It was just here. This is stupid. Anyway, Trump's approval rating is up. That's good. Yeah, you guys everyone keeps saying, no, nobody, blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn, Rubio. I don't like Rubio. That guy needs to go, man. I never liked that appointment, but yes, it's Donald Trump's approval rating surges in polls. Hell yeah. You know, all those people, oh, the tariffs. No, yeah. But I guess in other news, it says Walmart suffers another major boycott. That's weird. I wonder why. I never really liked Walmart. Although I go to Sam's Club and they're owned by the same company, but why is that? Why is Sam's Club, for some weird reason, better than Walmart? It's the same, like, company? I don't know, whatever. Oh, no, not The View. Come on. That's still going on? Man, those ladies are horrible. I don't know how else to say it, man. Man, they hate Donald Trump and they hate men. So why I want to talk to them is beyond me. Let's see. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about this New Orleans jail employee arrested in connection with it? So there was a big jailbreak, and it was an inside job. What the hell? Oh yeah. That's coming up here soon. What other cool news? I say that it's not really cool news. Ray Dalio says the risk from man. Ray Dalio, dude, you just say things. You used to be really cool back in the day, and now you just say crap and it doesn't even mean anything. You guys don't know. I think he used to be. See, was it BlackRock? I don't know, it was Black something. I swear to God, it was BlackRock. So take it with a grain of salt. He's a former CEO, so yeah, I call him part of the problem. Now, he's one of those guys that he's not necessarily wrong, but he keeps talking about like China's gonna kick our ass, and he's just maybe like 15 years ago, but China's falling internally. So I don't know what the hell, and he I don't know. He doesn't really like Trump for some damn reason, so we don't really like him that much. And he used to be very relevant in the finance, but now not so much. J.C. Penney's still around. Store closure, 7 locations shuttering May 25th. I thought they were all gone. Anyway, U.S. issues travel warning to Switzerland. Why? I'm not going to click on it, but it says Men's Journal. Yeah. Men's Journal, women most affected. I love that. You know, they always got to find out. Yeah, alright. So anyway, Trump visits Capitol to urge House Republicans to pass big, beautiful bill. I'm going to click on that real quick, guys. Let's see what we get. Oh, God. It's got Trump with Mike Johnson. He's a Johnson, alright. Yeah, blah, blah, big, blah. This is literally all you guys need to know. Blah, wah, wah, wah. You ever see Charlie Brown? I love that. Wah, 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 wah. That's all I hear all day long. In my life, at work, here on the internet here. Yeah, what? It's just, it's pretty sad here. It doesn't even tell you what the hell. Oh, okay, so it's 1,100-page legislation. My Lord. Oh, this is the problem when our elected government put all this stuff in here, and you can't vote against it, because if you vote against it, you're trying to vote for something that you're trying to get in there, and it's like they put all this crap on there so that it actually passes, but it's just, I don't know. I think what was it? Ronald Reagan had something that he called line item veto. So what he wanted was when a bill came to the president, he could, because typically you either gotta sign it into law or you veto it, and the whole damn thing goes back to Congress. So he was saying, hey, I agree with 70% of it, but so he wanted to only just, some of the areas veto them out, but I don't know. I think there's something to that. I don't know if there's a way to get that done. SNAP. What is that? Supplement Nutritional Assistant Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. 3.8 trillion. Oh, through 2034. Okay, alright. It's not really telling me. What a waste of time this was. Oh my Lord. Yeah, it didn't even really tell us everything that we really wanted to know. President Trump had a strong and clear message to a packed House Republican conference, and that is this: after months of long, intense discussions over really important differences and issues, this one big, beautiful bill has come through the committee process, and it's time to end negotiations, unify behind this bill. And okay, all right. So he's saying, hey, Republicans, get your shit together. Why is it the Democrats are just absolutely horrible, but when it comes to like voting on anything, they all get behind it. It's so funny. It's just so ironic. They're in a shambles, but yet they can still get everyone on the same page. Why? Anyway, who knows? So anyway, I thought this was, it's sort of American first news, so we'll get into it, right? So this one is Trump's officials set new requirements for COVID vaccines in healthy adults and children. Yeah, I guess we're going there. It's right here. It's news, okay, YouTube? It's right here. It's right here. It's got a picture of the FDA. Yeah, let's read the whole thing, I guess. It's not too long. Yeah, it's not that long. Annual COVID shots for healthy younger adults and children will no longer be routinely approved under a major new policy shift unveiled Tuesday by the Trump administration. Here it comes, guys. Finally, after what? 5 years. All you SOBs, you know exactly who you are. Top officials of the Food and Drug Administration laid out new requirements for yearly updates of the COVID shots. Are you joking? What is this, like a flu shot? Saying that continued to use streamlined approach that would make vaccines available to adults 65 and older, as well as children and younger adults with at least one health problem that puts them at higher risk. But the FDA framework urges companies conduct large, lengthy studies. What did we say 5 years ago? Before tweaked vaccines can be approved for healthier people. Look at that. It's right here, YouTube. It's right here. In framework published Tuesday in the New England Journal of Medicine, agency officials said that the approach still could keep annual vaccinations available for between 100 million and 200 million adults. Dude, that's like the whole damn population. The upcoming changes raise questions about people who may still want a fall COVID-19 shot. Wait a minute. You get them more than once a year? Why fall? Shot, but don't clearly fall into one of the categories. That's weird to have fallen there twice. Is the pharmacist, air quotes, sorry. Is the pharmacist going to determine if you're in a high risk group? I would say no. That's me. Asked Dr. Paul Offit. That's hilarious, Offit. His last name is literally Offit. Offit. Can't make this shit up. A vaccine expert at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. The only thing that can come of this will make vaccines less insurable and less available. Yeah, that's what we want. The framework published, blah, 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 we just said that, is accumulation of a series of recent steps scrutinizing the use of COVID shots and raising major questions about the broader availability of vaccines under President Trump. They shouldn't be here. For years, the health officials have told Americans to expect annual updates to the COVID-19 vaccines as similar to the annual flu shot. Oh, there it is! Just like the flu vaccine, until now, the FDA had approved updated COVID shots when manufacturers provide evidence that they spark just as much immunity protection as a previous. But FDA's new, here it is, is finally trying to clean up its shit. Who has filed, wait, hang on, here we go. New guidance appears to be let me do that again. But FDA's new guidance appears to be the end of that approach under Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy. Thank God. Who has filed the FDA and other health agencies with outspoken criticism of the government's handling of the COVID shots, particularly their recommendations for young, healthy adults and children. I told you guys 5 effing years ago. Slight disbar. How many people do you know supported the other people that said they wanted to kill the unvaccinated? No one has come to apologize for that. Not one person, not one entity. You want to know why I voted for Trump in 2024? That's definitely one of them at the top. You want to come kill me and then pretend that nothing happened? You have to be fucking kidding. Anyway, Frank's already worked up. I was worked up earlier. I'm tired and I'm still worked up. Man, I don't how would I have the energy to be this? Is beyond me. Anyway, yes. So Tuesday's update written by FDA Commissioner Marty blah 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 and FDA Vaccine Chief Vinay Prasad. That sounds familiar. Criticized the United States one-size-fits-all approach and states that the U.S. has been the most aggressive in recommending COVID booster shots when compared to European countries. Holy shit! It's right there. It's right there. This is MSN. It's right here, YouTube. Right here. Isn't that hilarious? So basically they're saying the United States, not anywhere else, had the most recommended aggressive thing. Isn't that hilarious? So that tells you they wanted people dead. Not just from not taking it, but that's why, right? They got paid for it. My lord, guys. Quote, we simply don't know whether a healthy 52-year-old woman with a normal BMI, which, do any of them have a normal BMI? Who has had COVID-19 3 times and has received 6 previous doses of 6? The COVID vaccine will benefit from a 7th dose. I mean, isn't that just logical? Anyway, outside experts say there are legitimate questions about how much everyone still benefits from a yearly COVID vaccination, or whether they should be recommended for people in increased risk. An influential panel of advisors to the CDC and prevention is set to debate that question next month. It's here, guys. After how long? They're finally admitting it. Trust the science. Well, here it is. Trust the science. They're basically saying all that shit was made up. The FDA framework announced Tuesday appears that advisory panel's job, Uffit said. He added that the CDC studies have made clear that booster doses do offer protection against mild to moderate illness for 4 to 6 months after the shot, even in healthy people. So basically they're saying it's a piece of shit. So if you get something severe, it's not going to do anything. And the damn shot looks like it just 4 months, 6 months. What's the point? What's the point? Is it a vaccine or not? No, it isn't. A vaccine, right? You may take it once or a handful of times, right? Like tetanus, all right, 10 years. But you may not even need to take tetanus after the first time, right? Like the polio vaccine, all that. Yeah, anyway, that's the end of the article, folks. So there it is. There it is. Yeah. There it is, folks. There it is. They tried to get away with it, and they almost did. And the few like me, right? Like we're the few of the proud, the Marines, right? We dug in, we told them, we basically tried to avoid them because they were trying to come kill us. They didn't want us to have our jobs. They told us all the nasty shit, you know. What's the ironic thing is the government wasn't telling me all this stuff. It was other people. It was other neighbors, family, you know, not too many friends. Most of my friends were like saying, no, they ain't taking it. I mean, outside, like, right outside of that, it's like, why would I need it? Especially if I'm around the same two people and I'm in my house and I'm totally healthy and I have no symptoms. It was the biggest psyop put on humanity. Humanity failed. The few of us that tried were told to shut up. Well, guess what? I'm not shut up. I'm still here. You know where to find me if you want to snuff my ass out, and that will be what you will need to do. But hey, guys, it's out there. Even the mainstream media, MSM, of all places, has this. The CDC, all this crap. So they're slowly saying it wasn't never needed. So the ironic thing is why do I still see people with their fucking masks on? And they're in their car alone? Like, are you joking me? I guess if you want to suffocate yourself, that's a good way of doing it, right? Again, that's your choice. You're not hurting anyone else other than yourself. But yeah, I guess that's your free will, right? I do believe in that, actually, to be honest. If people don't want to be here and they want to take themselves out, who am I to, again, I've always had that belief. I also sympathize with someone that's in, let's say they're in great pain. There's an incurable cure, or they got cancer and whatever, right? Like, sometimes it's worth doing a little fighting, but sometimes, right, you're like, oh, you got stage 4 cancer and you got 2 months to live, then you're like, hey, man, sure. I guess with that short time window, you're just like, yeah, okay, well, hopefully my quality of life is pretty good. And if you last 2 months, you last 2 months. If you last a little bit longer than that, then whatnot. But you know what I mean? So a lot of people are afraid of death. I'm not afraid of death per se. I'm afraid of dying. The process thereof, right? Because once we're gone, we don't know. We don't know. I have my beliefs. We all have our beliefs, right? Hell, maybe you don't have another body anymore. You're like, hey, man, like I said, all your suffering, hopefully, I hope all my pain and suffering goes away. But so many people are just afraid to die. It's like, well, I'm afraid to be in a bed for 2 years in miserable pain for that long. So some people are like, no, man. Well, that doesn't. I mean, again, my personal take, right? I don't think that's living, in my opinion, right? Everyone has their own opinion. If you want to continue that much suffering, and that's on you. For me, no, man. I'm not going to be in that bed for 2 years with that much damn pain. What's the point? Oh, they might find a cure. Well, guess what? They still haven't found a cure for cancer, even though they did. That's a whole nother topic anyway. Let's not get into too far here. Frank's almost 25 minutes in here. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. I thought I was on a good roll here.